Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out, or give them a call, 641-622-2191.
Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Winter in the Midwest can definitely be unpredictable. Whether it's a frozen or broken water pipe, fire emergency, or a surprise mold, ServPro of Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, and Grinnell Pella has you covered with trained professionals ready 24/7, 365 days a year to make your emergency like it never even happened. Visit servpro.com, Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, or call us at 641-682-0782. Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more, plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore.
And here's your host, Steve Shedler.
My name is Steve Shedler. Hello. Welcome in. Time for the morning wake up on Steve Shedler Media. Right now, 1 below here in Sigourney, Iowa. Again, we do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney, our headline sponsor, where savings are made simple. Check out shopbrothersmarket.com. Check out the app. It's a smart way to shop. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, all the information you could possibly want for Brothers Market in Sigourney. We thank them for being our headline sponsor. Also, of course, we're broadcasting live from the Oski Dental Studios, and you can schedule your appointment with Toothy and Dr. Dan at 641-673-4845. Accepting new patients. Oski Dental going to file your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental located at 902 South 17th Street, Oskaloosa. Oski Dental and Brothers Market, a huge part of Steve Shedler Media. The Garden Gate in Sigourney sponsoring our forecast, our weekend weather. Garden Gate at 105 South Jefferson, Sigourney, proudly serving Keokuk County and the surrounding area for 27 plus years. And for today, we'll have increasing clouds, a high of 29. Wind chills this morning going to feel below zero because we are below zero already. South winds will be increasing up to about 25 miles per hour. But again, a high getting up to 29 degrees, so at least a decent high for today. Tonight, mostly cloudy. Winds could gust up to 20 miles per hour, an overnight low of 20 degrees. Tomorrow, partly sunny, warming up a little bit more, a high of 36. Clouds tomorrow night, low of 13, and then Sunday will be sunny and a high of 31. Now, current conditions in southeast Iowa, humidity at 72%. Winds are south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. The barometer at 30.24. Dew point at 5 below. And currently, according to the National Weather Service equipment right here in the Oskey Dental Studios, we are at 1 below zero here in Sigourney, Iowa. Now, a special note from the National Weather Service is that temps have dropped below zero overnight, and light winds have led to sporadic wind chills of 20 below zero. So the National Weather Service saying if you must go outside this morning, dress in layers, including a hat, face mask, and gloves. I mean, I was out earlier this morning with the dogs. It's not that bad. There's really not, at least here in Sigourney, at the Shetler household, there is not much wind to speak of, but it is cold. So 1 below in real temp, and then wind chills making things even colder. So be aware of that this morning, but we will be warming up, thankfully, to that high around 29 for today. Your weather is sponsored by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. This or that comes up next. And it's brought to us by Stacy Flynn, Legacy Insurance Group, and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. And this or that today is dine-in or delivery. I'm good with either. You know, if it's a Friday night or a Saturday night and we just want to hang out at home and watch a movie, maybe, get a pizza delivered or something. Here, Sigourney, Iowa, the delivery options are kind of limited as to what you can do. But dine-in or delivery, those are your choices for this or that for today on Steve Shetler Media. Our question of the day is brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa. It goes up at noon today. How cold is too cold? Is it too cold right now? Is -1 too cold? I mean, geez, if I could pick what temperature is the coldest that it would get, I'd say like 30 would be the lowest I would go. How low can you go? I mean, it doesn't ever need to be below 30 degrees for me, ever. So, I don't know. 30 is good for me. But too cold, when it gets in the single digits and below zero, that's definitely too cold. So, yeah. We'll let your comments and your thoughts be heard when that question of the day goes up at noon, sponsored by Amy's Salon House and Spa. Our tournament that's going on, it's brought to us by Savage Energy, opening soon at 108 East Washington in Sigourney. It's for the Fun of It tournament. Top country star of 2024, Lainey Wilson versus Luke Combs. This is a stacked matchup. Lainey versus Luke, a battle of the L's. Lainey and Luke. Who are you going to vote for? Lainey or Luke? Give a thumbs up for Lainey or a heart for Luke. And that post went up at 6 p.m. last evening. Voting for this matchup goes through 6 p.m. this evening. So far, Cody Johnson has moved into the Final Four. Cody got the win over Chris Stapleton. And now over on the right-hand side, you got Lainey versus Luke. That'll be our last matchup for this week. Now, on Sunday evening, we'll go up with Morgan Wallen versus Post Malone. Then we'll have Keith Urban against Old Dominion. And then we'll jump into those Final Four matchups. But again, Lainey Wilson, Luke Combs, your current matchup for the Fun of It tournament, sponsored by Savage Energy, opening soon at 108 East Washington in Sigourney. A little bit ago, just a few minutes ago, we put up our Athlete and Team of the Week. Athlete of the Week sponsored by Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics. And as voted on by you guys on Facebook, EBF Wrestling's Miley Kirkpatrick is our Athlete of the Week. I tell you what, if EBF Girls Wrestling is involved in these polls, they're winning here recently because they've been dominating. Last week it was Georgia Smith got the win as Athlete of the Week. A few weeks ago, Abby Derflinger was our Athlete of the Week from EBF Girls Wrestling. This week, it's Miley Kirkpatrick's turn to get the Athlete of the Week. So congratulations, Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont, girls wrestling dominating here on Steve Shetler Media. Miley, congratulations to you. She had 358 votes. Congratulations to Miley. And again, talking about EBF girls wrestling, our team of the week once again, third time this school year, domination. Congratulations to the EBF girls wrestling team, 197 votes. Team of the Week sponsored by Kelly Style State Farm in Oskaloosa. Give her a call at 641-673-0088. So yeah, EBF Girls Wrestling having a great year, and we wish them the best of luck. We're getting close to I don't know, what would you call it, like postseason wrestling, the tournaments and all that stuff. So good luck to EBF Girls Wrestling. Our Team of the Week, Miley Kirkpatrick, our Athlete of the Week, EBF Girls Wrestling. That's where it's at right now on Steve Shetler Media as far as the voting and the polls. Let's take a look at our basketball schedule. I tell you what, we're getting down to our last few games here for this regular season. Tonight, we have North Mahaska at Montezuma. It's an audio-only broadcast, so you're going to tune in. What you're going to see on your screen is our sponsors flashing across the screen. Of course, we'll have a live scoreboard that we'll keep updated. Josh Clubb will have the call of the game, so it'll be like a radio broadcast on Facebook and YouTube. So you can hear the action. It is a highly anticipated matchup between the North Mahaska and Montezuma girls and boys tonight. All four of those teams, the boys and girls teams from both North Mahaska and Montezuma, they're all good. So this is going to be some good basketball tonight. It's going to be a great atmosphere in Montezuma. Tune in. If you can't make it to that game, tune in, listen to it here on Steve Shetler Media tonight. We'll go live shortly before 6 p.m. North Mahaska at Montezuma. And then here over the next few weeks, we've got Pekin versus Cardinal. That'll be a girls' game coming up on Monday. Pekin versus Highland on Friday the 31st. You know what? For some reason, last night, I was thinking that last night's Sigourney game was the last regular season game that we have for Sigourney. It's not. We've got Sigourney at Iowa Valley. What was I thinking? So, don't listen to me last night. I was not right. Sigourney at Iowa Valley. We've got Pekin at English Valley's boys game, North Mahaska, Oskaloosa. So, there you go. That's what we got coming up here over the next few weeks on Steve Shetler Media. Then we're going to jump into postseason play. So, lots of stuff still going on basketball-wise. Let's take a peek at our community calendar. It's sponsored by Enchanted Events just south of Sigourney. Wedding, graduations, reunions, whatever you got going on, you can book it at Enchanted Events just south of Sigourney. On the calendar, got some new stuff on the calendar. The Sigourney 4th of July planning meeting is going to be going on Thursday, January 30th. That'll be at the Sigourney Public Library at 6 p.m. So if you want to get your input in for what should happen on the 4th of July in Sigourney, that comes up on Thursday the 30th. We've got Puzzle Palooza. This is an event put on by the Kiwanis of Sigourney, and that will be at Grant Ranch in Sigourney on Saturday, March 8th. $100 per team. So if you like puzzles, that'll be your thing to do. Beer, pizza, and puzzle. If that sounds like a night that you'd like to do, check that out on Saturday, March 8th, Grant Ranch with the Kiwanis of Sigourney. And then also on the calendar, coming up next weekend, Johnny Rogers, History of Rock and Roll. If you like old-time rock and roll like Buddy Holly, Elvis, Ritchie Valens, The Big Bopper, Ricky Nelson, Everly Brothers, all those. Johnny Rogers at the Watch Your Opera House on Saturday, February 1st from 6 to 8 p.m. Put that on your calendar. Get your tickets to Watch Your Opera House. Let's see here, coming up later on today, we're just a few hours away from our Iowa Music Showcase live at Barnwired. And we've got that fella. I was messaging back and forth with Danny Whitson yesterday. Danny going to be hanging out at the showcase at Barnwired in Sigourney, bringing a couple of his bandmates. He'll have a guitar player with him. He's got his drummer coming with him, playing the cajon, the little box drum. So tune in. Should be a nice interview and some original music from Danny Whitson coming up on our Iowa Music Showcase today at 11:30. Again, as always, that's something you can come and hang out live with us. We've got our regulars that come every Friday. Come be a part of that crew if you want. If you just want to come and hang out and kind of feel things out, see things in action, do it. Be there in person, get some lunch, get some coffee, get some drinks, have a good time at Barnwired. Watch it, of course, live on Facebook, YouTube. Listen to it after the fact in podcast form. Whatever you want to do, whatever suits you. Check out our Iowa Music Showcase. And then tomorrow, check out our sports section. We're going to be, again, live at Barnwired. Be there in person. I encourage you to come in, watch the show live, get some breakfast, get some coffee, get going on a Saturday morning. Sports section, always talking to area athletes and coaches at Barnwired, 8 a.m. in Sigourney. Tomorrow, just added to the lineup, we've got Sigourney Esports. That's video games. And Sigourney has an esports team. We've got Coach Nathan Kelly coming in and a few of the kids as well that are involved in Sigourney Esports. So we'll have that. We've got English Valley's girls basketball. We got Montezuma girls basketball. So a nice lineup of area teams, athletes, and coaches tomorrow on the sports section. Our host, as always, is Andy McGuire. So tune in. Again, watch it live in person at Barnwired. Watch it live on Facebook or in YouTube, or listen to it in podcast form after the fact, wherever you get your podcasts. Shall we jump into some birthdays? Yeah, I think we should. We should do some birthdays. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. Happy birthday. All right, birthdays. Our birthday list brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Nikki Leathers, your realtor. And you can find more information at hometown-re.com. Hometown birthdays for today and this weekend. We've got Austin Bruns with a birthday today. Happy birthday to Austin. I'm sure he's bowling somewhere. He's the bowling coach. We've got an old friend of mine, Deb. Used to be Deb Stanton. Deb Walston, now Deb. Happy birthday to you. Got Susan Wasco with a birthday tomorrow. Perry Goldman from a Copper Lantern. Perry with a birthday tomorrow. Jeff Greenhall with a birthday tomorrow. Sean Knoll with a birthday tomorrow. And then on Sunday, an old coworker of mine, Jill Dursky, with a birthday on Sunday. And Travis Cassand with a birthday on Sunday as well. Some of our hometown and area birthdays. On the celebrity side of things, we've got Ray Stevens, a guy that is funny. He is funny as all get out, has sung some classic funny songs over the years. What was the song about the squirrel in church? I can't remember the name of that song, but hilarious song. But he can really sing. I mean, he's funny, but he can sing. Ray Stevens, 86 years old today. Another singer who was named after Neil Crott, my friend. No, Neil Diamond. Neil Crott was named after Neil Diamond. I just found that out recently. Neil Diamond, Wayne Crott's favorite singer. The late, great Wayne Crott's favorite singer. Neil Diamond, 84 years old. Ba, ba, ba. Other singers with a birthday. Aaron Neville. He's got like that thing on his cheek. That corn pop. Aaron Neville. Cocoa Puff is what I meant. Cocoa Puff on his cheek. Aaron Neville. The field of cotton is the fabric of our life. Aaron Neville. What a voice. 84. Yes, he sings the Cotton song from way back when. You remember that? Cotton. Aaron Neville is 84. Comedian Yakov Smirnoff. I love this country. The Russian comedian Yakov Smirnoff, 74. We've got Olympic gymnast Mary Lou Retton turning 57. Now, she had some health issues, a health scare within, like the last year and a half. Mary Lou Retton, 57. And then the Nard Dog, Andy Bernard from The Office. Ed Helms, great actor, funny guy, 51 years old for Ed Helms from The Office. All right, those are your celebrity and hometown birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. You know, did I? Oh, yeah, never mind. I was questioning myself on something, but yes, we did it. All right. We're doing the morning wake up. Hey, we're brought to us by, this show is brought to us by Brothers Market. We're from the Oski Dental Studios here on the morning wake up on Steve Shetler Media on this Friday, January 24th. It's been a month since Christmas already. This month is just flying by, the month of January. On this date in history, 1848, there's gold in them there hills. The gold rush kicked off for California as 1848 James W. Marshall found a gold nugget at Sutter's Mill in Coloma, California. Resulted in the gold rush of 1849. Of course, that's where the 49ers name comes from. If you like the San Francisco 49ers football team and you've never known where the name 49ers came from, there you go. It was the gold rush. On this date, 1916, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that federal income tax is constitutional. Boo. Boo. Federal income tax. Oh, here's some Iowa history. On this date in 1922, Christian K. Nelson of Onawa, Iowa, patented the Eskimo pie. That's here in Iowa. They caught this Eskimo and they put the Eskimo in a pie and ate it. Christian K. Nelson of Onawa, Iowa, 1922, patenting the Eskimo pie. On this date in 1935, beer was first sold in cans in Richmond, Virginia. On this date, 1935, for canned beer. And then 1984, Apple introduced their Macintosh personal computer. So that was a big date in history. Hopefully you bought some stock in Apple back in 1984. It's a popular thing now. Today on the National Day calendar, it's National Compliment Day. You is pretty. You is smart. You is, I don't know what else to say. You just lots of compliments coming your way. I don't know why I'm talking like this. It's that one movie. You is good. Look, you can do today. What else we got today? It's National Peanut Butter Day. I like peanut butter. It's Belly Laugh Day. I generally get a belly laugh or two each day. And then it's National Just Do It Day. So just get out there and you just do it. Just do it. Is that like sponsored by Nike or something? Just do it. Before we go any further, let's hear from some of our sponsors, like our headliner, Brothers Market. Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out or give them a call. 641-622-2191.
Iowa Pizzeria and Pasta 2 is a dry red blend from Tassel Ridge Winery that offers cherry and berry notes on the palate with toasted caramel on the finish. Iowa Pizzeria and Pasta 2 is the perfect companion for pizza or pasta made with a rich red sauce. It's made entirely from grapes grown in our Mahaska County vineyards. Iowa Pizzeria and Pasta 2 is available at many of our retailers.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965.
When shopping here at Helmuth Ford, we will do our best to put you in the vehicle that you want, that you love, and that is safe for your family.
Your safety is our focus. That's why we are a full-service repair facility.
We'd love to sell you a vehicle of your choosing. If we don't have it, we'll do our best to find it for you. If you're looking for a vehicle with low miles, a great price, and a friendly atmosphere, come visit us here at Helmuth Ford.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
See our full inventory at helmuthford.com.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Hey, we thank all of our sponsors here on Steve Shetler Media. Brothers Market in Sigourney, our headliner for the morning wake up, and we just heard from them, Oski Dental, sponsoring our studios. We appreciate everybody for being on board, helping out Steve Shetler Media here on Facebook and YouTube. Let's jump into some things you need to know. Whoa. Some things you need to know, A&E. You may have seen this popping up on your timeline. I know I have. On your news feed, I should say. A&E is going to be rebooting the Duck Dynasty, folks. Duck Dynasty, The Revival. They've ordered a couple of 10-episode seasons, so more of the guys with the beards, the Duck Dynasty family, coming back to A&E. Kind of sad here. Actress Dame Judi Dench. If you don't know the name Judi Dench, you'd know her if you saw her. She's been in a ton of movies over the years. Judi Dench says her eyesight is now so bad that she cannot go outside alone. So Judi Dench needing a bit of help. Let's see here. TikTok's parent company is currently in new negotiations for a new owner. Cue Elon Musk. I mean, he bought Twitter. He's got billions and billions of dollars. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see who ends up as the new owner for TikTok. Of course, you know, America didn't have TikTok for 12 hours. Then it came back. So we'll see what is in the future for TikTok. The Oscar nominations, if you care, were announced yesterday morning. Emil Perez led the pack with 13 nominations. Wicked and The Brutalist each received 10. And then Demi Moore received her first ever Oscar nomination. That's kind of a surprise that she had never gotten one until now. So Demi Moore up for an Oscar. Now, some of the big names left off of the nomination list: Nicole Kidman, Angelina Jolie, and Denzel Washington. So I'm not sure what they have been in the last year. Angelina Jolie's been in. I thought she was all busy fighting with Brad Pitt about things. So, Yankees great baseball Hall of Famer Mariano Rivera and his wife Clara are being sued by someone alleging that the couple covered up sexual abuse of a minor at their New York home and at a summer camp connected with their church. We'll see how that turns out, Mariano Rivera. Members of Billy Ray Cyrus's family say that they are genuinely concerned about him. I don't know if you saw his recent performance during the inauguration, but I have not seen it. I just saw some articles about it, but it wasn't good. And it left people scratching their heads about what the heck is going on with Billy Ray Cyrus. Family concerned, at least that's what they're saying in public. So we'll see what comes of Billy Ray. How about Benedict Cumberbatch, the actor? Benedict Cumberbatch. How'd you like to have that name? Benedict, come here. Hey, has anybody seen Benedict Cumberbatch? Well, he is sharing the tale of how he was once kidnapped. What? Back when he was filming a miniseries in 2004. At the time, he was driving home from a diving excursion with some friends when a tire blew out on their vehicle. The group pulled over to the side of the road. They were robbed and abducted by 6 men. The thieves drove Cumberbatch and his friends around for hours before they let them out, tied them up, sat them down execution style, but then they just left them there. So, Benedict Cumberbatch, kidnapped 21 years ago. And then finally, in some things you need to know, down with big media. CNN announcing that it's laying off 6% of its staff, about 210 employees, in a memo sent out to employees yesterday. NBC News is also planning layoffs this week, although they'll be on a much smaller scale than CNN. But big media, CNN, NBC, laying some people off. Some good news, though, on the Iowa front is that you may have heard that, Allen Media, I think is what, we're going to lay off all of the local weather meteorologists. But the thing is at KWWL in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, they are actually, they're going to reverse course. They are going to keep the local meteorologists at KWWL. Mark Schnackenberg gets to keep his job. So good for them. I guess it shows that if enough people aren't happy about things and have a fit, that things will change. So yeah, glad, you got to keep your local meteorologist. Nobody wants to see your weather from the Weather Channel. If you did, you'd just tune into the Weather Channel. Keep the local meteorologist. Come on. Use your brains. Let's get weird in here, shall we?
That is weird.
I like to get weird. In Colorado, this is weird. The Colorado Supreme Court rules that elderly elephants are going to remain at a zoo. In a unanimous decision, Colorado's Supreme Court ruled that 5 elderly African elephants at the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo in Colorado Springs do not possess the legal rights to seek their release because, they're not human. Why was this even discussed? The ruling concerning elephants Jambo, Kimba, Lulu, Lucky, and Missy came on Tuesday following arguments by the Non-Human Rights Project. The animal rights group had petitioned for their relocation to sanctuaries, citing the elephants' advanced cognitive and social traits and the mental and physical toll of confinement. I mean, the court ruling that the elephants don't possess the rights to seek their release because they're not human. All right. How about COVID? Is COVID just becoming like the average cold now? Pretty much. Scientists studying whether COVID-19 is evolving into a common cold-like virus, drawing comparisons to a pandemic in the 1800s that later became a mild seasonal illness. So yes, I think we are there. How about this for an illness, though? A thriving 10-year-old boy was rushed to the ICU after waking up with severe stomach pain, leaving his family desperate for answers. Initially believed to be a reaction to antibiotics taken from a recent tooth infection, his condition rapidly worsened, leading to hospitalization. Now, the boy is now recovering. The experience left the family shaken. They continue to push for answers to prevent others from facing the same terrifying ordeal. So, going from a healthy kid to waking up with severe stomach pains and nearly dying. 18 days in the hospital for that kid. Well, this is some sad news. A tiger who spent years as basically like a photo prop, kind of like a sidekick for pictures at a Spanish animal park, has been left permanently blind after relentless and endless exposure to tourists' camera flashes, leading to the heartbreaking decision to remove the tiger's eyes. Eesh. The animal suffered severe eye damage, was 95% blind when rescued in 2019. So unfortunately, they had to take the tiger's eyes due to a lifetime of getting pictures taken at a zoo. This is weird. The U.S. Space Force's top secret space plane is still joyriding around Earth, marking 379 days in orbit with no one knowing what it's up to other than the government. Ooh, suspicious. Launched back in December of 2023 aboard a SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket, this covert Boeing-built spacecraft has now entered its 7th mission. Because why not? In its usual nothing-to-see-here fashion, the Pentagon insists it's just testing space technologies, including reusable spacecraft tech, aerobraking, and how space radiation affects plant seeds. Interesting. So, got that top secret. I didn't really know Space Force did anything. I know Donald Trump created Space Force the last time he was in office, but Space Force is a thing, I guess. We're testing space. And then Louisiana. Let's go Louisiana Saturday night. In a turn of events that no one had on their 2025 bingo card, Louisiana got buried under about a foot of snow here recently, leaving residents bewildered and needing a reminder to not turn their homes into makeshift wildlife shelters, because evidently that needed to be said. The Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries took to social media with the urgent yet oddly specific warning that says, quote, "Please don't bring alligators, bears, and other wild animals inside to help them survive the cold." Evidently, people were bringing the gators and the bears inside to keep them warm from the snowstorm in Louisiana. So, yeah. People in Louisiana. Interesting folks. What else do we have here? Let's go from our things you need to know to some files of law and disorder. In some disorder, just moving through all my papers here. In some disorder, this is scary. A fake nurse stealing a newborn baby. That is what happened recently in Italy, where a woman disguised in a full medical uniform and face mask, tricked a mother and grandmother into handing over a 24-hour-old infant, so 1 day old. The fake nurse claimed the baby needed a checkup and then took off with a male accomplice, pushing the child out of the hospital without anybody really noticing or caring. The horrifying moment was caught on television, sparking a frantic police search. Now, within hours, they did find the car and the suspects with the baby. Now, they had put the female baby, the girl baby, into boys' clothing. So they were trying to do the old switcheroo. But they were caught. Just a reminder that real life horror stories like this aren't just found in movies. They are real. So gotta watch out for the fake nurses in Italy, evidently. Should we do something that might possibly make you smile?
Something that makes you smile.
Something to make you smile, always brought to us by our friends at Lifetime Dental Solutions. I'm trying to find their information to put up on the screen. There we go. It's a new year and a new you. Start your year with confidence. Get a new smile. At Lifetime Dental Solutions, Dr. Stacy Freeze on the east side of the square in Sigourney. And something that might make you smile. It might make you smile so much you'll start laughing, and you'll laugh like a hyena. That's my transition into the story. Here's something you don't see every day. Spotted hyenas in Egypt for the first time in over 5,000 years. A hyena who somehow made its way north from its usual range in the Sudan was discovered in the remote protected area of Elba, the Elba protected area in Egypt. Unfortunately, the story took a grim turn when local herders shocked by the unexpected predator after it attacked their livestock, tracked it, and killed it. Why did I put that as my something to make you smile story? Didn't read it through. I think I get the duh today.
Duh. 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 Duh.
Where the heck was my impossible question? I didn't even do that today. I knew something was off. I think it might be too late. Anyway, we won't do the impossible. I will say hi to everybody in the comments, though. Dan, Bubby, Patrick, let's see here. Nancy, Sandy, Sherry, Calvin, Bubby, Tamra, Cindy, a bunch of people. Laura Lee, Dixie, Jackie, Pat, Samantha, Nancy, Jackie. Yeah, did I get everybody? Yeah, good morning to everybody. Sorry I missed the impossible question and my stupid something to make you smile story. Dead hyenas don't make people smile. Let's hit the duh again.
Duh. 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 Duh.
In the duh, if you needed another reason to cook your meat thoroughly, here it is. When doctors were horrified when an x-ray revealed a man's body riddled with tapeworm eggs. Yes. All because he made the mistake of eating undercooked pork. You got to cook your pork. The stomach-churning image showed dozens of parasitic cysts embedded in his soft tissue. A textbook case of a disease caused by ingesting the larvae of pork tapeworms. If you're going to eat your pork, cook it. Cook it good. Cook it till it's cooked. Tapeworms. Yuck. Gross. Oh, goodness. What an interesting morning here on the Morning Wake Up. We do thank Brothers Market here in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor. We thank Oski Dental for sponsoring our studios. One last look at our forecast for today. Increasing clouds and a high of 29. So we started off this morning below zero. We are above zero now. We're currently at 2 as we do this live video at 7:42 this morning. Maybe you're listening later on in podcast form. Again, a high of 29. Weekend looks decent. Our weather is sponsored by the Garden Gate. Okay, coming up today here on Steve Shetler Media, looking up at the video schedule on the wall. We've got In Remembrance Of at 8 a.m. We'll have the Iowa Music Showcase live at 11:30. We'll have Successful Farming at 5:30. And we've got North Mahaska Montezuma basketball tonight shortly before 6. So a full day of stuff here on Steve Shetler Media. You guys have a fantastic Friday. Maybe we'll see you at Barn Wired. Maybe we'll see you at the sports section tomorrow morning. Maybe we'll see you at the North Mahaska Montezuma basketball game tonight. Plenty of opportunities to say hello when I'm out and about. All right, you guys have a good one. Otherwise, back here Monday at 7 a.m.